It is Saturday, it is the 27th of March, and if you could just please excuse my lockdown hair. I haven't had a haircut in 5 months, which I am wondering actually where Matt Hancock is getting his done. I might give him a call, because he's always seems to have a pretty tidy hairpiece, short back and sides. Obviously, Prime Minister not so much, but he is in the public eye a lot more than what Hancock is. Hancock. Now, I want to draw your attention to Myanmar and a report I'm going to show you on the BBC about what's going on in Myanmar. And obviously, just to bring you up to speed, basically about a month and a half ago or so, there was a military coup, and the government was overthrown by the military, and they took over, and they've been pretty much not being very nice to the people ever since. So I just want to bring your attention to what's going on.
More than 90 people, including children, are reported to have been killed by security forces in Myanmar on the deadliest day since last month's military...
90 people, including children, that was, just in case you can't hear the TV.
Takeover. US, UK and EU officials have condemned the violence.
Condemned.
The Foreign Secretary, Dominic Raab, calling it a new low. Laura Bicker reports.
Wow, a new low. How condemning.
Defiant, determined and undaunted, armed with slingshots and wooden sticks.
Just going to say, this reminds me a little bit of Palestine, a lot of stone throwing going on against tear gas wielding drones, snipers, and, pretty tough military action.
They scream in protest as the bullets continue to fly. Street battles sprung up in over 40 towns and cities, some sheltered behind makeshift barriers in their neighbourhoods, but the gunfire at times appeared relentless. Attempts were made to save as many lives as possible, the applause here offering hope to these makeshift medics. But casualties, including children, were reported across the country, making it the bloodiest day since the army seized power on February the 1st. The military turned on its own people on what was supposed to be a national holiday to honour the armed forces. Myanmar's British ambassador said the security forces had disgraced themselves. As General Min Aung Hlaing inspected the troops in a grand parade, he said he would protect the country from danger. He blames protesters for the violence, and a TV message warned they would be shot in the head.
Violent acts that affect stability and security in order to make demands are inappropriate.
Right.
But the people of Myanmar appear ready to continue their protest and fight for democracy to be restored,
Right.
whatever the cost. Laura Bicker, BBC News.
Well, we can look...
See a very short report there, not really that detailed, but I just want to bring something to your attention. You might remember the alleged chemical weapons attack in Syria, which actually the White Helmets were involved, a UN organisation which is known for staging false flag attacks. When it was Assad killing apparently innocent women and children with chemical weapons, we were straight over there bombing. And yet Myanmar, BBC openly reporting about women and children being killed, which is utterly disgraceful, just for protesting. You heard the general there say, we'll shoot people in the head. But yet, Saudi Arabia, not a problem. We'll continue to do business with these people. But, places like Syria, they must be overthrown. The dictatorship that is Assad must be overthrown. It's kind of like a rule for some countries that can just murder women and kids or bomb innocent people in Yemen, like the Saudis have done, using weapons that We have sold them here in the UK, and the US have sold them over there. That's all fine. But where there's a country of a place of interest that has oil reserves, when women and children die, we need to now go and give them democracy. See what I'm saying? It doesn't quite make sense. This hypocrisy, contradictory world. A rule for some countries and a rule for others. That's all I'm going to say. Please wake up, people. This is corruption. This is banker rule. This is the biggest corporation on earth taking over the world. Oh, and by the way, if you think that container ship in the Suez Canal is some blundered accident, think again. They want world trade to stop. They want to cause more hurt to the economy so they can have their reset. These people are extremely powerful and extremely rich, and they don't mind stamping over all of our human rights. Let's wake up before we end up like they are in Myanmar, maybe, or maybe even in Saudi Arabia. Public beheadings, public hangings, public executions, killing of journalists. Oh yeah, we already do that. # Julian Assange.